What's up? It's Jen Brown. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited. I am going to be doing, or starting at least, my first ever Thrift With Me video, and I thought it would be really fun to do kind of like a local Thrift With Me. So we are going to be going around probably over a couple of days to some thrift stores in the Bryan College Station area of Texas. If you don't know where that is, it's basically like Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio make like a triangle in Texas, and Bryan College Station is right in the middle of that area, so that's kind of where I'm at. But we're going to start with my favorite thrift store here. It's called Alice's Attic in downtown Bryan, and we're also going to take a look at a couple of chain places, some that I've never been to, and a couple of small business thrift stores that I've never been to either. So hopefully this will be fun to kind of just for me to experience these places for the first time, but also just to kind of share some of the more like hidden gem local thrift store type of places. So let's head inside Alice's Attic and we'll get started. So my favorite thing about Alice's Attic is the atmosphere inside, and I'm sorry, I realized I'm moving a little fast. This was my first time trying to film and I was feeling very like nervous about it. But it's really like, they have all this stuff like decorating the walls, and it's in this older building, and it's really like the shelves are just kind of floor to ceiling, and they just have like kind of some weird, some cool stuff just hanging on the walls. And so it's just a really fun place to look around, even if you're not looking for anything in particular. So I realized when I was in there and I found a couple of things that are on my like to thrift list that I didn't mention what I was looking for at all. I am for another video looking for some home decor stuff, which they were sort of light on today, which I was kind of like counting on this place. So I guess I'm gonna hit up the Goodwill next, which I planned on going later. I might just do like some Pinterest screen record stuff here. I'm like bouncing. I'm sorry, I'm holding the camera still in my car. But I don't have any like major things I'm looking for as far as like clothing or anything like that, but I do just have like a couple things that I've been on the lookout for. Okay, so we're at the Goodwill. This is probably, I don't know if you can see it, they have a big drop-off center. This is probably the nicest Goodwill I've ever seen. We're here because this is a brand new Goodwill. There's two kind of in this area, and the one that I usually go to as my favorite, even though it was like really small and cramped, it was kind of like in not like an actual trailer, but in a building that was shaped and looked like a trailer. But that one closed down and they moved over here. But I did not find some of the things I was looking for a different video at the store I was at downtown, so I've just decided to come here and check this out. I might just kind of like do a quick glance through the clothes. I don't know if I really feel like digging through all of that today, but we're just going to check it out, kind of see what's up, and we might come back here another day when I'm like in the mood to shop for clothes, so we'll see. This Goodwill was pretty, I guess it's not the like big size-wise that I've seen, but it's very open compared to most Goodwills that I've seen, which was kind of nice. I don't know, it just like, it felt really like not so cramped, which is what I'm more used to. And especially, I almost wish I could have shown you guys clips of where this Goodwill used to be before it moved. Like, it was literally this super long, skinny building. You could barely fit your own cart down the aisles of things, let alone if like somebody else was trying to get down the same aisle. Like, it was just ridiculous. And while I didn't find anything that I wanted, I was really excited that this one has like a proper fabric section. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, you might not know that I really like to sew, and I've always loved the idea of trying to thrift fabric to use for things, but that was not something that was ever at thrift stores that I found. So I'm excited to be able to go there and try to thrift fabric for my sewing projects. I honestly really loved both of these blazers. I ended up leaving the plaid one behind though, just because I already have a bunch of plaid blazers and I didn't need to buy two blue ones, and I just figured that the plain blue one would just go with more, but I did really love both of these. They had a ton of shoes, which I actually did decide to take a look at. I almost never do that at the thrift store just because I wear a size 10. It's super rare to find shoes in a size 10 at the thrift store, but I did decide to take a look, but there wasn't really anything I was super interested in. That was amazing. I did homewares first because I was like, if there's nothing here, I'm not going to bother looking at anything else. And it was just like one of those amazing trips to the thrift store where cool thing after cool thing starts happening. I found some pretty great clothes, so I'm exhausted. I don't even know how long I was in there, but if your Goodwills and your thrift stores look like this, you would probably just like, what are you even talking about? But I have never been to one that is so well organized and had, like, the shopping carts were great. Like, it was very nice. There's a whole, like, books and records section, which I didn't even look at. So I'll definitely have to come back here with my guy and check it out and show it to him. So I'm gonna go home and, like, do this excited rant for him and eat lunch and relax. So I'll see you guys later. Here we are at Ed's bookshop. This is the next day. My boyfriend and I decided to go check out some bookstores around town, and we came back to downtown Bryan to go to Ed's bookshop. This place was actually really cute. It is very much independently owned. I'm assuming that the older guy that was running the register is Ed himself, but it was really cool. We walked in and he had the Lord of the Rings soundtrack playing. This was definitely more rare books than like contemporary used. Everything was really fairly priced though. It was a really cool place to look around. Alright, it's day 3 of going around to all the thrift stores. I'm here, you can actually see it out the back window, at Second Chance Resale in College Station. This is my, I guess technically 3rd time here. I guess I don't really need these. This is taking way too long to say. I've been here a couple of times. I haven't explored it very much, so that's what we're going to do today. I was so excited. This is the only thrift store that I have been to in this area that has the women's like suits and blazers separated out, which I really appreciated. I really loved this magenta suit. The jacket fit really great. It was kind of worn out though, and the skirt I think would have been just slightly too tight for my liking, and so I just figured I would leave it. This white dress I kept coming back to. It was so cute, but I can't see myself wearing white dresses just because I know I'm gonna spill something on them and get them dirty. But they had a lot of variety of like really different pieces. Alright, I'm hoping the AC is not too loud. If so, I don't know. I don't know what I will do. Maybe I'll just deal with it for a couple of minutes. So, I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Uptown Cheapskate, and I'm glad I went there last just because I didn't know what it was going to be. I knew that they were like trendier stuff, kind of like Plato's Closet, which I've also never been in. There's one of those around here, but I didn't feel the need to go in there. But it was very much shopping at the mall vibe, which that's fine. I love to shop at the mall. I love to shop anywhere. But that's not the mood I wanted today, and it's not usually the vibe I like when I'm thrifting. Like, even when I was in that Goodwill last week, it was big and there were a lot of people in some areas, but I just kind of like to be able to chill while I shop. When I was in Second Chance Resale earlier, like, I kept going back to the same area, either because I was trying to find a place where I could hold stuff up to me or whatever. They did, okay, we'll go back and forth. Okay, so overwhelming. I fully get that stores like this are not exactly a thrift store, but like the one dress I ended up not getting was that blue gingham one. It was super cute and really comfortable, but it was just an Old Navy dress, and it was like $12. And I was like, I could get this at Goodwill, any thrift store, for like less than that. And also it was like weirdly too big on top. I would have had to like do some alterations, and I felt like I didn't need it for that price. But some stuff was like thrift store prices. I did end up getting the like polka dot. It looks gray. I honestly feel like it used to be black and it is just old, but it looks like a dark gray polka dot dress. That one was actually on sale for 50% off, so I got it for like $4.50. But some of the stuff is more thrift store price. Some of it is a little bit overpriced. I was so overwhelmed that I grabbed those like 5 dresses off the first 2 racks I saw, and I just was I flipped through some shirts elsewhere, but I was like, okay, I just am gonna try this stuff on, which it was great that they had a fitting room. Another negative, which I had planned to ask about at the register, but then it just didn't feel like the moment. They don't have like baskets or bags, certainly not carts or anything that you can use when you shop, which I think for most people is probably just an inconvenience. But if you are new here, if you've never seen one of my videos before, I use a walking cane. People like, I guess if you're in a wheelchair, you could maybe put things in your lap, but like, you shouldn't have to do that. I just feel like accessibility wise, not great. And I plan to kind of ask them like, hey, do you guys have bags or something that, disabled people can shop with? But I mean, mostly I just chickened out, but I don't know, that's a whole separate issue. But maybe the next time I come back here, I'll be brave enough to say something. It was just like, it was a lot. It was my first time here. There was so much to look at. There was really loud music. It was a lot. They did ask me if I wanted to go bagless, which was really cool. Overall, I think it's a good store. It's just, it was not what I was expecting today. And so I was kind of like, all right, but now we're done. I can go home. I can wash all this stuff and then film the haul portion of all of this, where I will show you guys everything I got from all the stores that we saw in this video. Okay, so it's time for the haul portion of the video, kind of a combo of, okay, I do have that down there, of all the things that I got. This has been kind of over the span of a week, but over 3 days of thrifting at local places all around our area. For starters, we'll start with homeware stuff. I'll just pop up some pictures of the things from the Goodwill, because those are all kind of in use in my kitchen and I didn't want to haul them up here. I have actual receipts so I can share prices and that sort of a thing. Let me find out here. From that bookshop, Ed's Bookshop. Oh, it came with A promotional bookmark. That's so cool. That guy, like, that guy was honestly, like, he was super sweet. He was writing down things he sold, like, in a notebook on paper. Like, it was just very much like old school, locally owned thing. It was just really cool. I don't know how often I'll buy things there, but that's definitely a place I'd want to return to. But I got this copy of Henry James' great short novels. You can kind of see it in this angle. The writing's really faded, so it's hard to see, but it's just the great short novels, Henry James. He wrote The Turn of the Screw, I think is one of his famous short novels, which is in here. But I've read a couple of his books that I really like. This is from, I think it says it in here. It's not incredibly old. The copyright's from 1944, but this was printed in 1958. So it was only $7, which was, like, even for something from the 1950s, like, that's in really good shape like this, that was, like, a huge deal. So I'm really excited to read some of these other short stories. I guess I don't need to keep that bag. I'm really excited to get into this, but that was a really good deal. We can move on to the clothes. I guess we'll start with, it's all kind of mixed up in here. Let's start with the Goodwill stuff, because that is what is on top. So I got, what's that? Okay, this was all the same. I got this Talbot's blazer for $5.99. This is the blue blazer that, like I said, I was deciding between this and the plaid one. It's in really good shape. The lining is super nice. Like, I have never shopped at a Talbot's. We have one around here, and there was a lot of Talbot stuff, and so I'm guessing somebody just kind of emptied their wardrobe, but I saw on their website that their blazers can go for upwards of $100, so this was $5.99. I love this blue color. I've been looking for a blue blazer for a really long time, so I was really excited about that. This I have worn already because I could not wait to wear it. This is the brand of this dress. It's a vintage brand called Impulsive. Very sort of like late 80s, early 90s. It's like tan and black. I'll button this up a little bit so you can see it a little better. I got this vintage blouse. I am always on the hunt for blouses to wear to work. It's Susan Bristol New Traditions. I don't know if, like, the vintage sizing is different, but it says it's a size 16, but this, like, it's only slightly oversized on me. But it is just this, like, cream ivory colored silk looking blouse, but it has these lovely sort of like tan roses embroidered on the collar. This was kind of like, I saw this coming up, and I don't know why I'm pantomiming it, but I was looking through the rack and I like saw it coming up and I was just like, what is that? What is that? And like, I was hoping it fit me. I don't know if Goodwill had the dressing rooms open yet, but I didn't really want to go deal with that. So I was just kind of holding everything up to me to see if it fit. I'm trying to do the buttons. But it is this vintage wrap skirt from River Ridge Trading Company. It has this like beautiful print. It's got these like really pretty decorative buttons that kind of come down the front a little bit, and then it's open down here. And I love this print. I love the color palette. It has a little bit of elastic in the back. It fits me like so perfectly. Like, it fits everything right without being so tight that it's uncomfortable. It was just awesome. I got from Alice's Attic 2 shirts that were $5 each. I just got this plain button-down shirt. It's also kind of an ivory color. I realized I don't have just a plain white, or I like off-white better than pure white anyway. Just shirt to wear under things, or you know, whatever. So I've been looking for one of these. This is Perry Ellis. And then I've also been wanting just like a really pretty like linen shirt to throw over stuff. And I actually thought I was looking for an ivory colored one, but I found this beautiful turquoise one that is definitely vintage. You can tell just like with the gold buttons. It's Chaps Classics. And I just love the idea of this to just like be able to throw over things with jeans or shorts or whatever. Just, I really liked kind of like that easy sort of summery linen feel to it. Then from Second Chance, I did end up getting this tan blazer. I actually just really recently thrifted a tan wool blazer from Depop, which I love, but it's like the fabric is way too thick, and so I've been looking for a more lightweight one to wear in spring and summer. And this is 60% silk, well 65%, no I can't add, 55% silk, 45% linen, but it fits really nice. It's like the perfect oversized fit. It's not so big that the shoulder pads are enormous. I'm not sure if I'll take them out yet or not, but it is something in French. It's for Nordstrom. And then the last place I went to was Uptown Cheapskate. I did end up getting the Just Fab pink shirt dress, which, like I said, it's really soft and comfortable. It was... Oh, I didn't say that blazer from Nordstrom from Second Chance resale was $8. This pink dress was $12.99. And then I also got the polka dot dress, which is Who What Wear, which I'm pretty sure that's just a Target brand. Like I said, it was on sale for 50% off, so I got it for $4.50. Alright, so that was my local thrift with me, my first ever thrift with me and thrift haul. It was really fun. I definitely admire people who can get more camera footage in stores. I was very nervous, very self-conscious. Doing it in the Goodwill with a cart was probably the easiest because I could just kind of like inconspicuously prop my phone on things in the cart and like film, but also I was able to use that like as a mirror in the aisle and kind of hold things up to myself, so that was really nice. But it is really fun. I definitely think I would do it again and maybe see if I can get a little bit better at it, and once more stores are opening their dressing rooms, maybe get a little bit more of like dressing room footage as well. But I really hope you liked this video. If you did and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.